Bless up, bless down. I'm Mastermind statement. Trump wins the presidential election again. President number 47. Let's go. So is anybody surprised that Trump won this election? Because I know for a fact I'm not surprised that he won. Even considering that he had 34 counts, felony counts, 34 felony counts, 1 conviction, 2 pending cases, 2 impeachments, and avoided and dodged assassination attempts. I'm still not surprised that he was elected. I tried to stay up and watch it, but I knew early on, I could just tell by the electoral votes, I could tell that he was going to take it. He was going to win. There was nothing that told me that he was going to lose. I already knew. There's reasons. I'm going to give you my reasons, just my observations on why I think that he won. Now, as in his own words, he said, "This is the greatest political movement of all time in this country." That's what he said after he won. The greatest political movement of all time in this country. You got to listen to the words that come out of his mouth. He's a person that sticks to every single thing that he believes in, whether it's true or not. His story, he will try his best to stick to it. You might catch him slipping up here and there, but just watch him. Go back and watch some of those old interviews when he's on stage, even when he's on stage talking, campaigning. This is something I think is going to be studied for decades to come. This election, Donald Trump, the 47th president, studied in a case study. There's strategy in here, organization, activation. So much that how does a person talk about other groups of people, but he can get those other groups of people to still support him and vote for him? Think about that. How does a person talk about other people, other groups of people, women, Hispanics, blacks? If you go take a look at some of those campaigns that he did, some of those campaign trails that he was on, you'll see blacks and Hispanics and obviously women right there standing right behind him, cheering him on and supporting. There's been research that has shown that the same group of people that he talks about still went out that way to vote for him. How's this possible? Again, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Trump, I would suggest, is a mastermind at persuasion. A mastermind at persuasion. A mastermind at studying and just having experience with human psychology. A lot of business people that are good and they're at the top, that are part of the elite, that become millionaires and billionaires, they understand human psychology. It's like telling somebody your house is dirty. You need this vacuum cleaner. Your house is nasty. You need this vacuum cleaner. Your house is disgusting. I'd never live at your house. But you're still able to go and sell that vacuum cleaner to that person. Trump, 47th president of the United States. Is anybody surprised? Are you surprised or are you not surprised? Drop that down in the comments. Are you surprised or are you not surprised? Did you actually think that Kamala would win? Put that down. Did you predict that Trump was going to win? Drop that down in the comments as well. What was your prediction? And why did you predict what you predicted? What's your opinion? What's your evidence? What's your truth? Why did you think that way? Drop that down. It doesn't matter who voted for who, but let's look at the reasons why you thought that he would win or maybe not win. Another thing, Trump, he's so well connected with the elite. How does one have 34 felony counts, a conviction, pending cases, assassination, and still go on to win? How is that possible? Connected with the elite, the people at the top, the people that run this world. got to really do your studies on this. There are people in the shadowy governments that we don't see that run the world that I think, this is my opinion, think that keep him in position. They got a game plan that's just out of this world. One thing I could say about Trump supporters, it seems like anywhere you go to, they have flags in front of the houses. They're driving around these huge trucks. They got flags behind the trucks. They're selling that merch. That merch is being passed out. That merch is advertisement, bringing about some type of solidarity for people to realize that they're not alone. When you realize that you're not alone in something that you believe in, you tend to be empowered and emboldened even more. I gotta say, I didn't see too much of Harris merchandise. I didn't see too much of that. This is a blueprint to be studied as a case study, as a segment in history to figure out how come a guy with 34 felony counts, 1 conviction, pending cases, impeachment, and assassination attempts on his life still wins. You know, one thing that I gathered too is that he rose like a leader, standing tall, stoic, in the ideal image of Americana, even after the assassination attempts. You know, there's lots of theories out there about the assassination attempt. People are saying that it was fake, it was staged. Some people believe it was true. You know, you seen how after he got shot, you know, got grazed by the bullet in his ear, he just stands up and, you know, looking victorious. Those images that people see that was spread all across the news on front of magazines and newspapers and all over the internet, this is something that psychologically plays on people that are watching. This is the type of leader that people want, that after being attacked, moments after almost being killed, is up and looking tall and looking like a leader. Straight from a movie. Straight from a movie. I can see why some people say this was staged. Straight from a movie. But you got to gather all these facts. You know, it doesn't matter who you voted for, but gather the facts, and you should learn something from this. Yes, you may not have voted for him. You may have voted for him. Either way, either side, take a look at and just observe and analyze. Do your research and put 2 and 4 together to get 6. And you might be able to understand why he was still elected 47th president of the United States. What can be taken from this, good and bad? What can you take? What can you learn? You know, because there's clearly some type of organization here. Organization, strategy, activation. Even if you don't like him or not, what is something good let me put it this way. What is something that you could learn from this whole entire election, this campaign process? What's one thing that you could learn from it? Again, you may not like him, you may not like anything that he stands for. It might be something in terms of business. It might be something in terms of strategy, whether he was genuine or not. You know, I heard that he was on a lot of podcasts, just out here just interviewing. Even his PR or whoever gets all that together has him out there serving at McDonald's. You know, did Kamala do those different things? Where were some holes with Kamala? Where were some places that she missed an opportunity? Drop it down in the comments if you know. Some of y'all some of you follow this stuff really closely. If you know what that is, drop it down. This is something to be studied and learned from. Either you're learning something good from it, you're learning something bad from it, how not to do things, but you're still gonna win. Either way, you could still learn something. Something here. There's still something here that you could learn, and either disassociate yourself with it, or excuse me, or something that you can put, in your toolbox and use it to strategize yourself in some situation, whether it's business, entrepreneurship, whatever it is. But I'm gonna tell you, the basis of this whole entire thing is human psychology. How can you get people that you're talking about to come out and still vote for you? Whether you like it or not, hopefully it doesn't continue to cause division in this country. Trump won this U.S. presidential election against Kamala Harris, 47th president. Fly a kite, be free, and keep winning.